For centuries, owning vast tracts of land has been a hallmark of immense wealth and power. But in the 21st century, some of the world's richest individuals are taking this to an unprecedented level. They are acquiring not just estates, but entire mountain ranges. This isn't merely about a luxury home, it's about claiming an entire ecosystem, a horizon, a private world. Reports from financial analysts and land brokers indicate a significant uptick in these large-scale, often discrete, transactions over the last 2 decades. The motivations, as we will explore, are complex and multifaceted, extending far beyond simple opulence. The traditional definition of luxury real estate often conjures images of beachfront villas or sprawling urban penthouses. However, for the ultra-rich, true exclusivity now means something far more profound: complete territorial control. Industry observers note a shift towards properties that offer not just privacy from neighbors, but isolation from society itself. As a report from Knight Frank's Wealth Report highlights, the desire for superprime residential spaces that offer unprecedented seclusion is driving many of these transactions. This level of ownership transforms a mere property into a personal domain, where the owner dictates every aspect of the environment. In an increasingly connected and scrutinized world, privacy has become the ultimate luxury. For billionaires, who often live under constant public and media attention, a private mountain range offers an unparalleled sanctuary. Investigative journalists and security experts frequently point to the need for absolute discretion as a primary driver. These vast properties provide a buffer, an impenetrable shield against surveillance, paparazzi, and unsolicited intrusions. It's not just about keeping people out, it's about controlling information and ensuring a level of anonymity that's impossible in more accessible locations, safeguarding both personal and family lives. These mountain acquisitions are not simply barren lands, they are often developed into sophisticated, self-sufficient estates. Reports from architectural magazines detail bespoke luxury chalets, sprawling compounds equipped with helipads, private lakes, and extensive trail systems. One such property, rumored to be in the American West, reportedly includes multiple guest houses, a private power grid, and even a dedicated wildlife management program. These estates are designed to offer every conceivable comfort and convenience while remaining utterly removed from the outside world, creating a distinct micro-society within their vast boundaries. The craftsmanship and technology involved rival that of major urban developments. For many billionaires, a passion for winter sports translates into the desire for entirely private ski domains. Instead of crowded public resorts, these individuals develop their own, complete with custom-built ski lifts, private runs, and exclusive lodges. Real estate reports occasionally leak details of such endeavors, citing properties where owners can enjoy fresh powder without a single lift line or outsider. These private resorts offer not only recreational freedom but also an extension of their security perimeter. The development often includes extensive snowmaking capabilities and maintenance crews, ensuring pristine conditions year-round, completely isolated from public access and control. Often, these massive land acquisitions are presented to the public as noble conservation efforts. Billionaires fund vast conservation projects, protecting endangered species and preserving pristine wilderness. However, critics and environmental watchdogs often question the underlying motives. While genuine conservation undoubtedly occurs, some analysts suggest these projects also serve as strategic land holdings. By designating land as protected, owners can often secure tax breaks and government subsidies, while simultaneously preventing any public access or adjacent development that might compromise their privacy or future plans. It becomes a sophisticated form of land banking under the guise of environmental stewardship. Beyond luxury, a critical motivation for mountain acquisitions is security. For the ultra-rich, the perceived threat landscape includes everything from natural disasters to social unrest. Consequently, many mountain properties are developed into highly secure, hidden compounds. Security consultants specializing in high-net-worth individuals confirm the demand for properties that can withstand prolonged isolation. These facilities often feature hardened structures, advanced surveillance systems, and redundant infrastructure designed to protect inhabitants and assets from a wide range of external threats. The remote and rugged terrain of mountain ranges naturally enhances their defensive capabilities, making them ideal locations for these modern fortresses. Perhaps the most intriguing and often speculated aspect of these mountain empires is the inclusion of underground facilities. While details are often shrouded in secrecy, reports from former construction contractors and security personnel suggest that some properties include extensive subterranean structures. These can range from advanced data centers and climate-controlled vaults for art or valuables, to fully equipped bunkers capable of sustaining occupants for months or even years. This reflects a growing trend among the ultra-wealthy to prepare for potential societal disruptions, ensuring self-sufficiency and survival in extreme scenarios. These underground networks represent a significant investment in future resilience. Owning a mountain range often means building an entirely new infrastructure to support the private empire. This includes constructing hundreds of miles of private roads, bridges, and even small airfields, all designed to control access and facilitate movement within the property. Public access roads are either bought out, diverted, or simply blocked. This level of control allows owners to manage every vehicle and individual entering or exiting their domain, significantly enhancing security. Urban planners and local governments often face challenges when these private networks emerge, as they effectively create self-governing zones that operate outside traditional public oversight. Beyond the aesthetic appeal and strategic benefits, mountain ranges often hold significant natural resource wealth. Geologists and land appraisers acknowledge the potential for undiscovered mineral deposits, vast timber reserves, and critically, pristine water sources. By owning an entire watershed, for example, a billionaire can secure exclusive access to a vital resource that is becoming increasingly precious globally. While often not the primary stated motivation, the long-term economic value of these resources is a powerful underlying factor in many acquisitions, offering both immediate potential and future strategic advantage. This foresight turns land into an appreciating, self-sustaining asset. For sophisticated investors, mountain ranges represent more than just real estate. They are a tangible asset, a hedge against inflation and economic instability. Wealth management advisors often recommend diversifying portfolios with hard assets, and vast land holdings fit this criterion perfectly. Unlike volatile stocks or bonds, land tends to retain and often increase in value over the long term, especially untouched wilderness. Furthermore, it offers unique opportunities for agricultural ventures, renewable energy projects, or future development. This strategic investment approach underscores that these acquisitions are not merely personal indulgences, but integral components of comprehensive wealth preservation and growth strategies. Many billionaires view these vast mountain properties as more than just personal assets. They are central to their legacy planning. Creating a multi-generational estate ensures a lasting inheritance that extends beyond financial portfolios. These properties provide a physical embodiment of a family's power and influence, offering a secure base for future generations. Legal documents and trust structures are often put in place to ensure these vast land holdings remain intact and within the family for centuries. This forward-thinking approach transforms raw land into a dynastic foundation, shaping not just a family's future, but potentially the future of an entire region. The level of security implemented on these private mountain ranges often rivals that of a small nation-state. Investigative reports and former security personnel confirm the deployment of sophisticated surveillance drones, highly trained private security forces, and advanced biometric access control systems. Perimeters are often monitored 24/7, with multiple layers of defense. Some properties are rumored to have their own rapid response teams, ensuring immediate intervention in any perceived threat. This elite security infrastructure is a direct reflection of the value placed on privacy and safety, turning remote mountain outposts into highly protected enclaves, effectively impenetrable to outsiders. While specific details are often guarded by non-disclosure agreements, media reports and local gossip occasionally offer glimpses into these vast private empires. Stories circulate of billionaires acquiring thousands of acres in places like the Rocky Mountains, the Swiss Alps, or Patagonia. These properties are often described as featuring elaborate off-grid systems, sprawling networks of private roads, and even dedicated wildlife management teams. Though direct attribution to specific individuals is rare, the pattern of large-scale land consolidation in remote, scenic areas is undeniable, painting a picture of discrete yet monumental acquisitions shaping some of the world's most pristine landscapes into private kingdoms. The ultimate outcome of these acquisitions is the transformation of remote, untouched landscapes into private empires. These aren't just properties, they are self-contained worlds, often with their own infrastructure, security, and even economic systems. The ultra-rich are effectively carving out sovereign territories within existing nations, dictating land use, access, and development. This practice redefines the concept of private ownership, extending it to encompass entire ecological zones and creating exclusive enclaves that operate under their own rules. The implications for public land access, local economies, and environmental governance are profound and far-reaching. The rise of private mountain empires sparks significant debate among policymakers, environmentalists, and local communities. On one hand, proponents argue that private conservation efforts can protect fragile ecosystems more effectively than underfunded public agencies. On the other, critics raise concerns about the erosion of public land access, the potential for resource monopolization, and the creation of an economic disparity that further isolates the ultra-rich. The question remains, at what cost does this ultimate privacy come? The balance between individual property rights and collective environmental and social good is increasingly strained as these private domains expand. As global uncertainties persist and wealth continues to concentrate, the trend of billionaires acquiring entire mountain ranges is likely to accelerate. This phenomenon reflects a fundamental shift in how the ultra-rich perceive and utilize their assets, moving towards tangible, defensible, and self-sufficient domains. It challenges traditional notions of sovereignty, land use, and the very concept of wilderness. The hidden empires of the ultra-rich are not just luxury playgrounds, they are strategic bastions, monuments to immense wealth, and perhaps, a glimpse into a future where ultimate control over environment and resources becomes the pinnacle of power. The story of these mountains is still being written.